Hello again. Welcome to another video on Aga Calera channel. Today I'll be watching Liza Bec No One Knows What Music Triggered Epilepsy Is from New Scientist. And I don't have an epilepsy. I know what it is, and I know that a lot of people struggle with it. So let's just watch it. And start.
No one knows what music-triggered epilepsy is. It's 1 in 10 million, but then even that 1 in 10 million people, every one of them's got a different trigger. So I think I'm the only person in the world that's got this specific trigger. It was absolutely devastating to think that I've spent my whole life training to do this, and I'm not able to do it anymore.
Can't imagine that.
I started playing when I was 4 years old, and my earliest memory of music was my parents playing some Spanish music on the record player, and I used to dance round and round to it. So I think I did my first paid gig when I was about 8. I was then planning to play music professionally, went to music college, and then everything started going wrong. I remember being on stage with my clarinet quartet at the time, and suddenly my hands weren't doing what they were meant to be doing. I didn't know at that time what was happening. I just could feel that I wasn't in control of my hands. And it was a very strange out-of-body sensation, as if my hands were carrying on without me. It was like my whole dream was really coming apart in my hands. It was very frightening. And then suddenly I couldn't breathe anymore. Next thing I know, I'm on the floor.
Can I come in here?
It was 2008. No? I ended up in the hospital. They said you only normally get this sort of thing happening if you've got a brain tumour. They did scans, and luckily it wasn't a brain tumour. So that was the good news. But they could see the glitch in my brain on the scan. It's this bit. And this is a part of the frontal lobe called the supplementary motor cortex. And it contains all of the programs for moving parts of your body. And they said, oh, I think this is reflex epilepsy.
You're coming in, huh?
It's very rare. It's 1 in 10 million people have it. And you're one of the lucky ones.
Yay, especially being a musician, isn't it?
It means that when you're playing, you're triggering these seizures. Some people have it triggered by brushing their teeth, or it could be by listening to music. For me, it's just to do with the way I'm moving my hands. Any complex finger movements can do it. When I was told that I shouldn't play music, I took that very badly, because it was absolutely devastating to think that I've spent my whole life training to do this, and I'm not able to do it anymore, or even worse, doing that thing is actually causing harm to my health. At the time I was studying neurology at medical school, and I was learning a lot about the way the brain functioned. There was enough in there to just get me thinking, maybe I can retrain my own brain, maybe I can do it on my own.
As I flub it yet again.
I found that I could get a little feeling when I was near to having a glitch, and that I could change what I was playing to avoid it.
Again. Must get it right. Didn't toil 10,000 hours to fall back to the start.
I just played whatever I wanted. It worked really well, just playing around the glitches. I could just avoid it all.
A twitch. Focus. Another twitch.
I was playing in James Holden's band, the Animal Spirits, and that was really the first time I come across the electronic music. And obviously, being a scientist, I want to know how everything works. We went to Leaf Cutter John's studio, and he is an amazing electronic musician and an instrument maker. And I said, do you know what would be really cool is if I could use this stuff to make my own instruments. I could immediately see how I could do it on the recorder and use it to be able to control the computer. In the same way that my brain's glitchy, I wanted an instrument that was glitchy, and I wanted something that would come out with unpredictable things. So yeah, that's how the Robo recorder was born. It's a plastic recorder with a circuit board on it. The wires here, they're attached to some copper tape, so when you touch the copper tape, then that'll spit out a signal to the computer. And then you can tell the computer to do anything you want. You know, play different patterns, which is really exciting. And some of those patterns really, it's similar to what my hands do when I'm having a glitch. Then it might twitch, and then might press one of these patches here, and the computer will do something. I think it is a great way of expressing what it's like to be me, because when you're playing a setup like this, you don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know what's going to go on with my brain. No one knows what music-triggered epilepsy is. It's 1 in 10 million, but then even that 1 in 10 million people, every one of them's got a different trigger. So I think I'm the only person in the world that's got this specific trigger. I actually think that my disability, and in fact for anyone with a disability, having that limitation gives you abilities to do something different and do something unusual and do something that is really amazing, and no one else can do that thing. And that means that instead of losing my identity when I was told, oh, you can't play this type of music, I just realized that just opens the door to all these amazing experiences. I think once you've had something like this happen with music-triggered epilepsy, you really realize that we are our brains, and that's the only way we can see anything or control anything. And we're just along for the ride, so you've got to make the most of it.
That was very interesting. It's a very interesting type of music as well, not for everyone, obviously. But I wonder how terrible was she feeling when they told her, well, you have an epilepsy attack because of the music you're playing. The music that she was trained to do for pretty much all of her life. I just don't know what I would do. I probably would just give up and try to do something else. But she just persevered, and she actually started looking into it, and there you go. She actually started doing other things. Good for her. Okay, what do you think about that? It was a very interesting video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.